everyone. My name is Anna Sternschwitz. I'm the director, of the Anne Tannenbaum Center for Jewish Studies here at the University of Toronto, and I'm extremely excited to see you all here, and very much looking forward to 3 days of intense discussion of theologians in jurist robes and vice versa. The whole Toronto is talking about this event. Just yesterday I went to some Yiddish event and everyone was asking, theologians in jurist robes or whatever. So it's a privilege to host this conference here. And I have to say that the Center for Jewish Studies takes very little credit for organizing all that. In fact, that's the first in history of our institution collaboration between the Friedberg Manuscript Society and the Center for Jewish Studies. And Bill Friedberg, who is here, who was the brain and soul behind organizing this event, I thank you for coming up with this idea and making all this happen. And it's wonderful to start this, to launch this event, and hopefully it has a long way to go of collaboration and cooperation. So the person who brought you all together, who chose all of you and invited all of you, and really came up with the concept of this conference is Tzvi Stamfer, who put uncountable, I would say, thousands of hours of work into this event. And thank you so much, working in England and coordinating people from 5 different countries who are here. It's a tremendous work. So Tzvi, thank you so much. It's a privilege. And of course, none of that would have happened without extremely professional and qualified help on people who put a lot of work on from both the Friedberg Manuscript Society side and from the Center for Jewish Studies side. So I would like to especially thank Uni Hope, who's right there, Jacqueline Bilevsky, who I don't know who she's here or not, but I see her husband is here. Anyway, so thank her, and of course from the Center for Jewish, also Amir Ashur, and from the Center for Jewish Studies, from the Anne Tannenbaum Center for Jewish Studies, Emily Springer right there, Rachel Glowinski right there, and nice to Rachel, she's operating all your tech equipment here, so you know. And who else am I forgetting? And Constance Uni, who is right here. So anyway, so now I'm passing on the torch to Bill Friedberg, who will welcome you officially from the other side, from the partners.
Thank you, Anna. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, everybody. It all began about 20 years ago for me. Although, of course, you know that the Genizah material was first discovered like late 19th century by the Scottish sisters. I conceived of a Genizah project, a project that would make available online and free to all.
Microphone.
Okay. Can you not hear?
Can't hear.
Well, we don't have a microphone in this room, so just...
Maybe go down to room 100 and bring it up.
Okay, Rabbi Turin, I'm the boss, so he'll speak louder, and there will be no talking. So normally we work in this room without microphone.
Okay, as I say that I conceived of this Genizah project to make available online and free to all the corpus of the Cairo Genizah. It was brilliantly executed by Dr. Yaakov Chwika, and today we have over 500,000 documents online that can be seen and can be used. And it was conceived also to give an impetus to Judeo-Arabic studies and all that relates to that period, which is principally the 10th to the 13th century, and centered in Cairo, but covered the basin, the Mediterranean basin, and as far out as India, as Amir would tell you. The fruits of this effort, as I like to call it, the construction of the infrastructure was soon in coming. We have many articles coming out now on a regular basis, articles, monographs, books on Genizah topics. And we have an increasing number of scholars and students who have entered the field after having some rigorous training in Judeo-Arabic. And they can now recover this long-lost literature. We are speaking now of an impressive number of disciplines in the Genizah, Jewish law and philosophy, letters, correspondence with the government, business documents, medicine, magic, and many more things. All of them in the context of a very flourishing and dynamic Judeo-Islamic milieu. Then came the first workshop. In July of 2015, appropriately held at Cambridge University Library, also organized by Steve Stamper, entitled Language, Gender, and Law in the Judeo-Islamic Milieu. It gathered experts from many disciplines to discuss specific topics, themes, issues from different vantage points. It was a very exciting experience, which I had the privilege to attend. It was followed 1 year later again at Cambridge by another workshop entitled Ethics, Globalization, and Business in the Judeo-Islamic Milieu. And now I'm happy to host this third one, which has to do with robes and the relation between theology and law in the Judeo-Islamic milieu. There are renowned scholars and experts here that come from all over the world. They're going to discuss this central theme of today. Again, I have to say that the format that we have here is different than some of the formats that we have seen in other seminars or workshops, where there are a lot of independent papers given. We have tried, or Tzvi has tried anyway, to concentrate on specific subjects and where we have a number of scholars addressing the same issue. And that provides for a more interesting format. And they interact and they exchange views. I want to once again say that and express my thanks to Tzvi, who organized. He was actually the sole organizer. A tremendous amount of works, and of course to have to deal with a lot of scholars which have a lot of different preferences and a lot of different ideas, and he held them to the format, and that was very important. I want to express my deep appreciation to Anna, to the Ann Tenenbaum Center of the U of T, and Anna Strange, director, for hosting the event, and for the staff of the center, particularly Emily Springay, Galina Weissman, and Rachel Glowinski. Finally, special thanks to Jackie Milewski for coordinating the visit of all the scholars present here, and for looking after many of the details that go into making this a successful event. I hope you all enjoyed the intense and pinpointed sessions, and that you learn something from this, and that you are stimulated to do further research in this young and fertile field. Thank you.
Okay, we should start the third session in 1 minute. So I will speak for half a minute. What I have to say first is the thank you session, which means I would like to thank all the people that have mentioned. It's not just to say their names, because we were working on this workshop for about a year, I think. Okay?
Feels like 5 years.
5 years, yeah. And there's different sections, different issues, and each one of them, which means Anna, Dr. Friedberg Genizah, Rachel, Galina, each one of them actually helped in a different way, and without them we couldn't sit here and enjoy the workshop. Now, the main idea of this workshop, and we insist to call it workshop and not a conference, is the discussions between ourselves, because we have different scholars for different fields. And the idea is that the first speaker will speak about a subject, and then two different scholars will respond for their point of view. And then we have a half-hour discussion. And I see the discussion as the most important thing, because this is why we are sitting in a round table or a square round table, to have new insights on the topic that we are talking about. Theology, the connections between theology and law. This is, I think, subject that still have to be done. So thank you very much, and we'll go to the first session. And I would like to invite the attendants, which means the one who is speaking, Professor Val Sinai, Professor Wonel, and Shai Kil, the chairperson. So what is this?
Benny Porat.
Benny Porat. Okay, so Benny Porat, please. Thank you very much. Okay. First, there's a paper that you have to sign. This is that we want to upload the lectures on the web, so you have to sign a paper that says that you agree that we upload the lectures. Second, if you need to contact to have a Wi-Fi connection, this is the username, this is the password. If you're in my mind, this is the password.